Hello. Camera on. Recording.
So, welcome to the park. Again. I don't know if I'll post the last video I did or not. Maybe, maybe not. Was talking to Brian. Brian West, 58, I believe. Hopefully I didn't get the number wrong. I think it's 58. And he was asking me, or it came up, how I know how fast to go into a corner out here. I think we were talking about it over on the Dragon. I do not have the Dragon and the Skyway and Little River Road memorized. I personally don't believe it's possible to memorize the Dragon unless you're literally riding it 5 or 6 times a day every day. If you're the occasional weekend rider, I don't think it's really going to happen because all the turns are too different. They're all different and a lot of them look the same. So what you do is you zoom your GPS in. If you have one of the ones that automatically zooms in and out, it can be a bitch because what you have to do is figure out how fast, you have to know how fast you're going to be going. And if usually there's threshold like 50 miles an hour where it will zoom out. If you're going to be over that threshold, you don't want it zooming out any further than where you want to keep it, so you have to zoom further in and compensate for it, right? But what you do is you zoom in far enough to see the next corner, and maybe the one after that. You really don't want to see too much more, because what it'll do is it will tell you roughly how sharp the turn is, how long it is, and this is a little too close, but you can see also when there's going to be a straightaway coming. Now I'm not going to have a straightaway for 3 more turns. You can see it right here. Okay? So, what does that mean? It means we relax. We're stuck behind somebody. We're only going 30, 35. You kick back, you get comfortable. When the straightaway comes, the magic happens. And you'll see what I mean in a few minutes. Wonder if I can do that. I can't snap, you know. If I could snap myself into the next scene like that too easily. But yeah, you see magic, and then there's no traffic. But once you get it zoomed in, you can see that this is actually a fairly tight corner. I don't want to hit this going really, really fast, and it's not super tight, but I'm only going 35, and that wasn't a halfway decent turn. And then you can see this one's decreasing radius. Okay, technically we're already turning. So, I tell people from time to time that I'm not telepathic. I have a cheat sheet. And that's my cheat sheet right there. It doesn't tell you what traffic's coming, but it tells you what the road's going to do. Gives you a pretty good idea. And from there, you don't want to look at it too often. Basically what I try to do is glance at it in the middle of the turn. And then when you come out of the turn and you see what the next one is, you look at it again, and just glance real quick. All you want to see is the next turn, and eventually you can get a feeling for what the map is going to show you versus what's actually going to happen. And you put 2 and 2 together, and you get 5, and you go really fast because 5 is faster than 4, right? It's 1 faster. Once you get into the zone, once you get good at doing that, and you really don't want to practice it on the Dragon, but once you get good at doing that, and you get into the zone, you get into this rhythm of enter a corner, take a peek, exit the corner, take a peek, and set up, and then go. And you just get into this rhythm. And if you ride the same road enough, I've got some sections of the Dragon memorized. I can take a quick glance at the doohickey, or in a fair number of cases, I can glance at where the road's going, like where I'm actually at, and know if I really need to slow down or if it just looks like I do. I don't have like memorized speeds or anything like that as far as the Dragon goes. On the Skyway, I know that I can essentially go what Dodge and I will refer to as 60, across almost the whole thing, and there's like 6 or 7 turns that you've really got to get on the binders, and there's 1 or 2 where you got to throw the anchors out and shut it down really hard. I found one of those the hard way the last time I was up there. Unintentionally, mind you. I was amped up and feeling good because of somebody else and did something stupid. That didn't come out in video, so I can't show you, you know. But if if I could show you, I would. But basically, I came in way too hot, and the back end was getting just a little squirrely because I was on the brakes a little bit too hard. It trying to not fucking come out of this turn and hit the guardrail. But that's just a good guideline, you know.
Recording stopped. Goodbye.